Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a comprehensive analysis of Franco-Nevada Corporation, ticker FNV, a powerhouse in the gold royalty and streaming space. If you're curious about whether this stock deserves a spot in your portfolio, stick around because we're breaking down everything from financials to valuation, recent performance, and more. Let's get started. Alright, let's set the stage. Franco-Nevada isn't your typical mining company. They don't operate mines themselves. Instead, they provide upfront capital to mining companies in exchange for a percentage of the production, often in gold or other precious metals. Think of them as the financiers of the mining world, collecting royalties and streams without getting their hands dirty. This business model is unique, lower risk compared to traditional miners, and often delivers some pretty impressive margins. So, with gold prices often tied to economic uncertainty, a company like Franco-Nevada can be a compelling play for investors looking for exposure to precious metals. Let's dig into the details and see if the numbers back up the hype. So, who exactly is Franco-Nevada? Founded in 1983 and headquartered in Toronto, Canada, Franco-Nevada Corporation is a leading gold-focused royalty and streaming company. They've got a global footprint with assets in Latin America, the United States, Canada, and beyond. Their portfolio isn't just limited to gold. They also deal in silver, platinum group metals, and even energy assets like oil and gas. With a market cap of over $50 billion and a team of just 38 full-time employees, they're lean but mighty. Their CEO, Paul Brink, has been steering the ship with a focus on diversifying their asset base while maintaining a strong emphasis on precious metals. It's a business model built on stability. But how does that translate to performance? Let's find out. Let's talk revenue. For the full year of 2024, Franco-Nevada reported total revenue of about $1.11 billion. Breaking it down by product, gold is the star of the show, contributing roughly $706.9 million, or a significant chunk of their top line. Precious metals as a whole, including silver at $178.8 million and platinum group metals at $28.3 million, made up about $853 million. On the energy side, oil brought in $128.6 million, gas added $44.1 million, and natural gas liquids chipped in $20.3 million, totaling $193 million from energy assets. Geographically, their revenue is nicely spread out. The United States and Canada are major contributors at $205 million and $192.8 million respectively, while Latin American regions like Peru and Chile added $223.7 million and $168.9 million. This diversification across products and regions helps cushion them against localized downturns, which is a big plus for long-term stability. Now let's pivot to earnings. Franco-Nevada had a stellar 2025, reporting a net income of $1.113 billion for the full year, a massive jump from $552.1 million in 2024. That translates to an EPS of $5.87 in 2025, up from $2.87 the prior year. Looking back at 2023, they actually posted a loss of $466.4 million, so this recovery is nothing short of impressive. The turnaround seems driven by higher revenues and operational efficiencies, especially as gold prices have trended favorably. Recent news also highlighted their Q4 2025 adjusted earnings of $1.85 per share, beating consensus estimates of $1.67, which shows they're firing on all cylinders heading into 2026. This kind of earnings growth signals a company that's not just surviving but thriving in a volatile commodity space. Diving into some insights from management during their 2024 year-end results call, the team at Franco-Nevada expressed confidence in their performance. They highlighted a strong finish to the year, with CEO Paul Brink noting they hit the top end of their revised guidance for gold-equivalent ounces, thanks to a robust fourth quarter. They're optimistic about growth, especially with new assets coming online and a focus on maintaining a diversified portfolio. Management also emphasized their commitment to precious metals while keeping an eye on resolving challenges like the Cobre Panama situation. It's clear they're playing the long game, balancing growth with stability, which is exactly what you want to hear as an investor. Let's take a closer look at the financial statements. On the income statement side, Franco-Nevada's revenue for 2025 hit $1.85 billion, up significantly from $1.1 million in 2024. Gross profit margins are solid at around 72%, and net profit margins are even more eye-catching at nearly 60% for 2025. Moving to the balance sheet, total assets as of the end of 2025 stood at $8.23 billion, with cash and equivalents at $433.1 million. Their current ratio is a healthy 4.64, showing strong liquidity to cover short-term obligations. Debt to equity is negligible at 0.001, which means they're essentially debt-free, a rare and beautiful thing in any industry. On the cash flow front, operating cash flow for 2025 was a robust $5.2 billion, though free cash flow was negative at that $715.3 million due to heavy investments in property and equipment. Overall, these numbers paint a picture of a financially sound company with room to reinvest in growth. Now, let's talk valuation. Franco-Nevada's current price-to-earnings ratio, based on trailing 12 months, is sky-high at 54.42, and their price-to-sales ratio sits at 32.38. That's a hefty premium, suggesting the market has priced in a lot of future growth. Looking at forward PE ratios, for 2025, it's estimated at 44.92, dropping to 33.55 for 2026, and even lower to 29.60 by 2027. This indicates analysts expect earnings to grow over time, potentially justifying today's valuation. Compared to the industry average PE of about 33.83 for gold companies, FNV is trading at a premium, which could mean it's overvalued, or that investors are betting big on its unique business model and stability. Dividend yield is modest at 0.59%, so this isn't a stock for income hunters. My take? The valuation looks stretched, but if gold prices keep climbing, or if they continue delivering earnings beats, there could still be upside. Let's break down Franco-Nevada through a SWOT analysis. Starting with strengths, their royalty and streaming model is a major advantage, lower operational risk compared to traditional miners, plus high margins, as seen with their 72% gross profit margin. They've also got a diversified portfolio across precious metals and energy, and geographically across multiple continents. Weaknesses? Well, their reliance on gold and precious metal prices can be a double-edged sword. If prices tank, so does their revenue. Their valuation also looks expensive, which might deter value investors. Opportunities are exciting. Rising gold prices amid economic uncertainty could boost their bottom line, and deals like the recent $100 million financing with Aurizone Gold on the Casa Berardi mine show they're expanding smartly. Threats include geopolitical risks in regions like Panama, where asset disputes can impact operations, and broader market shifts if interest rates keep rising, potentially making gold less attractive. Overall, they're well-positioned, but not without risks to watch. Looking at recent performance, Franco-Nevada's stock has been on a tear. Over the past week, it's up 6.94%, and over the last month, it gained 2.86%. Zoom out to 3 months, and the stock has surged 37.08%, with a 6-month gain of 46.01%. Over the past year, it's up an impressive 83.73%, and over 5 years, it's more than doubled, with a 123.54% return. Compared to the broader gold industry, which is up 172.59% over 1 year, FNV is slightly underperforming the sector's explosive growth, but it's still delivering solid returns. Technically, the stock recently crossed above its 200-day moving average, a bullish signal, and with momentum on its side, short-term moves could push higher if gold sentiment stays positive. That said, with such a run-up, I'd watch for potential pullbacks, as profit-taking could kick in. Let's wrap up the numbers with an intrinsic value analysis. Using a discounted cash flow model and factoring in their historical growth rates, margins, and future earnings projections, we've run the numbers to estimate what Franco-Nevada might truly be worth. We've considered their strong operating cash flows, minimal debt, and the potential tailwinds from gold prices, while also accounting for the high valuation multiples that could cap upside. After crunching the data, our intrinsic value estimate for Franco-Nevada comes in around $220 per share, compared to its current trading price of about $263. This suggests the stock might be overvalued by roughly 20% at current levels. Now, this doesn't mean it's a bad investment. Market sentiment and gold price trends could keep pushing the stock higher, but it does signal caution for value-focused investors. If you're already holding, it might be worth waiting for a dip before adding more shares.
MarketSnap brings everything long-term investors use daily into one clean, fast platform. Explore stock financials, SWOT analysis, valuation ratios, 5-year analyst estimates, and our intrinsic value calculator, built with real fundamentals, not hype. All in a layout that's simple to read and ridiculously fast to navigate. And when you want to talk investing, join Nexus, our community where investors share valuations, posts, and stock discussions, all connected directly to the data. Use our Stock's Intrinsic Value Calculator to run and save real valuations with no spreadsheets. Share your analysis and valuations with others in the Nexus community. Get daily market summaries in video, audio, and article formats. Track the market with our earnings, dividend, and economics calendar. Our homepage gives you a real-time market overview with interactive heat maps, top market movers, and major index performance at a glance. Track daily performances, discover the most active stocks, and analyze performance across different timeframes, from weekly to yearly trends, and see which industries are leading or lagging. It's free to create an account, with optional access to premium forward-looking data. Try it now at MarketSnap.com and invest with clarity, not noise. That's a wrap for today's stock market summary from MarketSnap. Thanks for tuning in, and make sure to stick with us for daily updates and deep dive SWOT analyses to keep your investment strategy sharp. Whether you're navigating short-term turbulence or building wealth for the long haul, we've got the insights to help. See you tomorrow.